Hello and welcome to another fitness class. Today we're going to work on our shoulders. We've got two fairly light dumbbells that we're going to use. There's 3 exercises that we're going to perform. It's going to work on the rotator cuff. It's going to work on the muscles at the back to support the rotator cuff as well. So we're going to start by doing a warm-up. Today I have my adjustable bench that I will be using throughout this workout, but you can do these exercises with other pieces of equipment, and I'll discuss that as we go. Let's start by doing a warm-up. So everybody stand up and get those hands out, rotate those wrists, change their direction, rotate the elbows, change direction, and then nice big circles on those shoulders. We're doing a lot of shoulder work today, so we want to keep it nice and get the blood pumping. Change direction, so it's going forward now. That's it, across the body. Just make it nice and loose. Okay, right. I'm just going to move this to one side here, just so I've got a little bit more room. We're going to stand up to the top. Really push ourselves out of our own body. Bring it up, bring it up. And then all the way down. See if you can get your knuckles on the ground. And then what we're going to do is we're going to swing from one side to the other. Okay, coming back up, put your hands on your waist, rotate that right waist, one direction, and then change to the other direction. Bring your hands up like this, so your knuckles, your fists are pointing the walls. We're going to rotate from one side to the other, keeping our feet firmly on the ground as we go. And then in the next rotation we're going to twist, collapse that back foot, get a better range of motion all the way through. Okay, hands up in front, one forward, one back. Do it nice and slow as we go. Change, one forward, one back, nice and slow. Like you're swimming. Really going to work on those shoulders today. Okay, put one hand across the body, another hand by the elbow, pull it out. Look in the direction of the wall. Changing arms. Okay, put one hand behind your back, behind your head. Push down on the elbow. Another one on the other side here. Okay, right. So let's start with the first exercise. Now I'll explain what we're going to do before we do it. So we have a bench, but if you wanted to, you could do this off the side of a sofa or a chair, an arm of a chair. It's all good. I've just got this because, you know, there isn't, even though I'm in a living room here, I don't want to move the furniture around. So we're going to put this nice and straight, like this. What I'm going to do, excuse me, what I'm going to do, let's bring it in a little bit. Okay, so we're going to sit laying parallel to the bench. We're going to bring this elbow up like this. We're going to hold the dumbbell so the palm is facing forward, and what we're going to do is rotate like this, bringing it down, then bringing it up, bringing it down, bringing it up. Support yourself with your other hand like so. Let me just bring this a bit forward just so I can show you a little bit better. There we go. So support your hand like this, and then down and then up, down and up. If you wanted to, you could bring your knee up and put it on your knee and then use the bench to support the knee. Down and then up, down and then up. Okay, so sorry, my watch strap is falling apart. Let's grab the weight. Now for this, you really want to focus on light weight. All right, you don't want to have a heavy weight doing this. We're gonna do 6 on each side. Okay, so dumbbells up on the knee or on the bench, doesn't matter. Support yourself. We're going to do 6. Coming down, coming back up. When we go up, it's just to the ceiling, okay? We're not going behind. So, let's start. Going down for 1, control it. Up. Going for 2. And up. Going for 3. And up. 4. And up. 5. And up. Last one on this side, 6. And there we go. Good. Changing sides, so this is going to really work on the rotator here. This time I am going to put my elbow on the bench. Whoop, bench is falling away. There we go. Okay, so 1 and up, 2 and up, 3 and up, 4 and up, 5 and up, last one, 6 and up. There we go. Okay, well done. Shake that off. Now, as you've probably seen, when it's up on my knee is actually higher than the bench itself, which means that this is straighter. This is a straighter line, whereas if it's on the bench, it's at a slight angle and it's lower. That's fine. That's fine. It doesn't matter. It's all good. In fact, it might actually be easier for you if it's lower, because what you can do is stack your weight over your shoulder, and that helps to put it in the right position. So I'm going to move this to one side. We are going to work on the side now. Okay, so let me just change that. That's all good, just so I've got a record of what we're doing. Right, I will demonstrate what we do before we do it. So for this one, we want to lock our elbows in like so, and we want to go out to the side and back, and out to the side and back. Okay, as you go out to the side, your back, your scapula in the back there, it's gonna get closer together. All right, and imagine when you're getting close together, you are pinching in the back there. Pretend you've got like a walnut and you're trying to crush it as you go. Crush it as you go. You can do this with resistance bands. So this is a banded rotation like this, external rotation. And imagine there's a pencil or walnut and you're trying to squeeze it together. All right, there we're going to do this using weights. So grab hold of your weights. We're going to do again 6. Bring your hands up like this. So first thing is if you're shaking about, the weights are too heavy. All right. If they're lowering down, the weights are too heavy. Okay. So you want to make sure that they're locked in. Okay. Don't worry about changing the weight and going lower weight. All right. We're going to do 6. Okay. So brace yourself. 1, squeeze that walnut and bring it back. 2, make sure that that walnut is nice and crushed and back. 3, and back. 4, and back. 5, and back. Really push into it. 6, and back. There we go. Put the weights down. Well done. Now, as we do this, you're going to feel a lot of tension on your rotator cuffs. You're going to feel a lot of work going in the back, in the rear delts as well. That is perfectly normal. If you're feeling it at the front, you're doing it wrong. Okay, so rewatch the video, pause it, go back. Make sure that your elbows are actually in a good angle like this as you're bringing it out. Okay, we're not rotating, we're not going up, we're not going down, we're just going back and forward, back and forward. Okay, the moment you feel like you are moving your weight or trying to compensate for that weight is the moment that you need to eat a little bit of humble pie and change the weight, bring it down low. Okay, you could do this with just the bars, okay? Or as I mentioned before, you could do this with the resistance bands. Okay, for the last one, it's a little bit more involved. We are going to actually use the bench, not just use it as a prop. Now, I think this is the best angle to do it. I need to bring this down, so bear with me a minute. Put this up too high. Okay, so we want to start the bench at about a good 25 sort of degree angle here. So it's not, so I've only got this on the 3rd run. Okay, so the first run was nice and flat. Second run, a little bit more angled. 3rd run, it's certainly not halfway, definitely not. And I'll just demonstrate what we're doing. So, step over this. We want to put our chest all the way down, make sure that our chin is above the end of the bench here. Brace ourselves with our feet. And the motion that we're going to do, we're going to bring the dumbbells together. We're going to do a Y, so we're going to come out like this. Imagine you have the letter Y on your back. So bring it up and down. Up and down, okay? All right, so let me grab the weight. Again, we're going to do this for 6. Now, if you wanted to, you could do this one at a time, but we're going to try and do this together. All right, so make sure that you are over the end of the bench. Imagine if you can visualize the Y shape, right? So 1, down, 2, and down, 3, and down, 4, and down, 5, and down, 6, and down. There we go. So you want to, you need to go forward. You don't go to the side, because that's more of a T shape. You want to go up like this. Imagine you're flying in the sky, woo, like this. But bring your hands to about there, okay? And down and up and down. Okay. So I'm actually going to bring the weight down because I was struggling with that. And the thing that we need to look after ourselves is we need to look after the form. And I'm really struggling on this side of the shoulder because, you know, I've got a shoulder injury. So what I'm going to do, and I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of hate for this in the comments, but I'm actually going to bring the weight down. And that's okay. That is okay. Like I keep saying, there is no ego here whatsoever. You do whatever you feel comfortable doing. So I'm going to have these baby weights, and we're going to go into the next set, the next round, where we're doing exactly the same as we've done before. But I'm kind of making a point here that it's okay to drop your weight. If you realize that your form is not on point, then that's your problem that you need to work on. You see a lot of people in the gym and they're lifting huge weights, and yet their form is utterly terrible. And trust me, as someone who has not great form anyway and is trying to improve, I can tell you that ego lifting only results in injury. So, okay, now we've had a little bit of a break. We're going to move on to the first exercise that we did. Okay, so I'm not actually going to bring that out for this one. I'm just going to sit. We're going to put it on our knee like this. All right, and grab this up. And we're going to go, I'm going to do 8 because I've lowered the weight. But if you wanted to keep doing 6, that's perfectly fine. All right, 1 and up. 2 and up. 3 and up. 4 and up. 5 and up. 6 and up. There we go. So even though the weight is lower, I am still feeling it in the right spot, which is good. Okay, for the next one, rest that elbow on your knee. 1, bring it down and up. 2 and up. 3 and up. 4 and up. 5 and up. 6 and up. 7 and up. Last one. 8 and up. Awesome. And also the lower weight allows you to have more control, and what we shouldn't be doing is allowing gravity to do the work. Our muscles should be doing the work, because that's what we're trying to build, right? So we don't let the thing swing around. We are controlling it. And if we want to, I mean, this is more about strength training rather than hypertrophy, a word I can't say. If we were doing hypertrophy, we would obviously be increasing the weight, but we would also, excuse me, we would also be working on the negative. So we would be making sure that as we lower it, we're actually counting to maybe even 4 seconds. Okay, so right. So bring the elbows up like this. We're going to do another 8. Okay. So 1 and back. You see where I'm a bit of a pause there. 2 and back. 3 and back. 4 and back. 5 and back. 6 and back. 7 and back. Last one. 8 and back. Well done. Okay, so for this one, obviously I do need the bench. I'm going to bring it back in here. Bring it this way. Okay, bring those weights to the sides there, nice and light. I mean, I get it, lads. You go to the gym and you want to throw big weights around, you know, lift heavy and all that stuff, impress the ladies. But you're just going to injure yourself if you don't do it right. So, again, we're going to brace ourselves, make sure that the chin is not resting on here, okay? It is above, like this, okay? As we go up, we want to go up, like this, like we're doing a big Superman, all right? Up and then down, up and down. Imagine that capital Y. Now, the reason why I changed the weight is because on this side, the injured side, I couldn't go much forward, okay? I could barely bring it up to about here, which isn't good. So, from here, 1, that's better, and down. 2, and down. 3, and down. 4, and down. 5, and down. 6. Oh, yeah. I felt that in the right places, let's just say that. So, let's put those to one side. Move that out of the way. So that's the second set done. We're just going to chill out for a bit, and then we're going to move back into the first. Okay. So, we have our dumbbell rotations that we do on the ground. Get yourself in a position where you're going to rest your elbow on the knee. Palms are facing forward. Grab hold of that dumbbell. Okay. Coming down. 1. And up. 2. And up. That was a bit fast. 3. Really slow it down. And up. 4. And up. 5. And up. 6. And up. 7. And up. 9 or 8, sorry, last one. I can't count today. There we go. Whew. So that was probably the maximum I could do on that shoulder. Yikes. Yeah. Shoulder injury sucks, lads. You want to try it as much as you can in your workouts to try and avoid them as much as you can. Right, next one. 1. Let's see that this one's much more controlled. And up. 2. And up. 3. And up. 4. And up. 5. and up. 6 and up. 7 and up. And 8 and up. Wow. Woo. Awesome. Right. Have a little rest. Have a chill. Shake those off if you need to. I can certainly feel it in the left hand side. It is tough. This is a tough workout, and I'm looking at these weights and I'm thinking these are kiddie weights. But blimey, does this work? When you start focusing on your form and you're actually engaging the right muscles and you're not allowing gravity to do the thing and you're letting the muscles do the work, whew, it is tough. It's tough. So let's grab hold of the weights. Let's move on to the next set. Step back here. Okay, so again, bring these up in front of you. And remember, we have a walnut that we need to crush. So, going back. 1. Crush. Forward. 2. Crush. And back. 3. And back. 4. And back. 5. And back. 6. That's it. Remember, crushing that walnut. Keep it there for a bit. You know you can. Bring it back down. 2 to go, guys. Come on. 7. Crush that walnut. Bring it back. Got the last one to go. Nice and slow. 8. Keep it there. Come on, it's the last one. Make it count. And back. Okay, well done. Put those down. That was brutal. That really was brutal. We got one more to go, and that is the Y. Okay, the Y. So I'm going to do it from this angle so you can get a better view of what I'm trying to do. So I think that works. So again, stabilize yourself with your legs. Make sure that you are above the bottom of this. So your nipples are kind of like in line. All right. The aim of this is to not bring them out to the side. It's not a reverse fly, okay? Because this, you're in a T shape. What we want to do is engage the other set of muscles by going up forward like this. So imagine you're doing a big Y. So from that to the shoulder, to the other shoulder, down your body, that is a massive Y shape. Okay? And as you can see, my wrists, my fists are going outwards. All right? There's a slight bend in my elbow, just a very gentle slight bend because we don't want to lock ourselves out. Slight bend, we bring it down and then up. So you think that the fists are going diagonally forward. Okay? Diagonally forward. Like that. Okay. Right. Then we get the weight. And this is the last one, guys, so got to really make it count. Get yourself in position, grab hold of the weights. Okay, so the weights are actually pointing together like that. Because what we want to do is we want to drive diagonally forward. Okay, we're doing 8. So, coming up for 1. And down. 2. And down. 3. And down. 4 and down, 5 and down, 6 and down, 7 and down. Last one. Woo! 8 and hold it. Come on, it's 8 and down. There we go. Well done. Whew. That was brutal. Right, let's get rid of this torture device. Don't need that. Let's go into a warm down. Move all those things away. Ugh. In fact, we're going to use the bench to help us warm down. I'll show you how we can do that in a minute. But first, what we're going to do first of all, before we do anything, is we're going to get into child pose. So we want to sit on our knees, on our ankles like this, and we're going to push out forward. And as we push out forward, we're going to slowly push our bum backwards. All right. So imagine you are tearing your back apart. Your shoulders are going that way. Your ass is going this way. All right. So we're just going to do that and hold it for a bit. So coming down. See if you can get your forehead on the ground if you can. You put your elbows down if you want. Okay, from here we're going to stand up. We're going to move our hands to the sides there, slightly apart. Bring our body weight up. Curl the toes under. Stand up, get into downward dog. There we go. Okay, from here we are going to bring our hands all the way to our feet. Like so. Okay. Let's move one foot to one side now. Put our hands all the way to the bottom, to the feet. Let's move our hands to one foot. And then coming up. And what we're doing is we're looking at our thumb, looking into the ceiling, really stretching that out. And then coming all the way back down. Changing feet, so step over to the other side, and then with the other hand, front hand, we're going to bring this slowly back up to the ceiling, looking through the thumb, up to the ceiling there, and bring it back down. Awesome. Okay, let's stand back up. I'm going to show you how to stretch your shoulders out using the bench. So I'm just going to bring this down to a flat position. Okay, so we've done a lot of work on our shoulders. So we're going to sit comfortably, feet flat, facing forward. We're going to grab one ankle like this. Okay, this means that we now have a lever that we can use. Yeah, we're going to grab the forearm like this. We're going to push the forearm down, and as we push the forearm down, we're going to look up in that direction. Okay, so do this nice and gently and breathe into it. Okay. Okay. Changing feet, or changing arms I should say. Grab that ankle. This hand goes down on the forearm. We're going to look up that way. That's it. We can also look the other way to work on the other side. So same arm, same hand on that same foot, grabbing it down, but instead of looking that way, we're now going to look this way. Okay, so that gives us a deeper stretch. This shoulder now comes down as we do, and we're going to stare up. You should feel that in your back, in the shoulders and the top, in your trap, in the rhomboids, in the scapula. Everything should be having a little bit of a knock on the door, saying hello. And then what we want to do, change. So again, what we did before is we looked this way, right? You don't get a lot of range of motion in there. So what we're going to do is go look that way, all right? Pushing down. That shoulder is going to come down. And you'll feel it on the other side. Just breathe into it. There we go. Okay. Another one I want to show you. This time I need to go, we're going to go this, I'll go this way. So I can show you. Right. We've got the bench like this. We're going to put our head on the bench, our forehead on the bench like this. Okay? We're then going to thread the needle. This hand comes underneath. Then it comes all the way up and looks at the ceiling. Okay? I think I've got a bit of room here. Let's bring that back a little bit. Alright, so forehead down, in a kneeling position. This hand scoops underneath. Thread that needle all the way through. Coming back up. Up, 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 up. As high as you can. And back down. All the way through. Push, push, push. And then all the way up again. Okay, changing hands. So now we're going the other way. Forehead down. Scoop to one side. All the way up. And then up, 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 up. You can see my range of motion isn't as good on this side. Oh, there we go. One more time. Really push. So there's two stretches here. There's this one. So what you're doing is you're pushing your shoulder underneath the body. And then there's this one here where we're coming up and we're rotating the back. Oh, there we go. Excellent. Whew. Right. I can't do any more than that, unfortunately, because obviously I have bad shoulders, hence why I'm doing all of this. And this is why we're going to do more shoulder work in the coming weeks, because I have I need to get my shoulders right. Right, thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've got some gone away with some exercise routines that you can do at home. You don't need to have a fancy bench like this. You can do all of this stuff with resistance bands. There was a lot of this stuff that we could do just standing up as well, or lying on the ground. That's perfectly fine. If you don't have a bench, you could just do it on a chair. You know, put this arm, put your elbow on the arm of the chair and do this. Perfectly fine. But one massive takeaway I would like to just end on is the fact that you can't do these when you have really heavy weights. And you see people in the gym trying to do these exercises with really heavy weights, and they're letting gravity do the work, or they're engaging other muscles. So they think they're working on specific muscles, but they're not. They're actually engaging other muscles. That's what the physio mentioned to me the other day when she was showing me, when I was demonstrating some of the exercises that I was able to do. She was saying, well, you're actually engaging other muscles, and that's why, and they're taking over. And so these exercises are specifically targeting certain muscles and forgetting about the other bits and pieces around the shoulder. So I'm going to be doing a lot more of these because I need to obviously rehabilitate the left shoulder. And as you can see, my range of motion is not anywhere near as good as the other side. So thank you ever so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next fitness class. Take care, everyone. Cheers.